This is our little preview show before the Wrexham Crawley game here. Dan, hello.
Hello.
And there's Alfie. How you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're heading up to the racecourse now. Wrexham versus Crawley. League game, obviously.
Yep.
No massive nerves, I don't think, for this one. I'm not feeling sort of like anxious about anything. I'm feeling pretty good. We've obviously done our prediction videos on social media. Sian's gone for 4-1, I've gone for 3-0. Never pays to be too overly confident, but I think we are quite confident today, to be perfectly honest, aren't we?
Yeah, Crawley have actually, they had the top and the lower tier of the away end, and they've actually given back one of the tiers.
They've given back the top,
sold.
yeah, because they haven't been able to sell. So I don't think they've got loads of fans coming. No, it should be a good game today. It's a special day today as well.
Yep.
Today we're commemorating 90 years since the Gresford colliery disaster, where 266 men lost their lives. So it's always quite a special game. I'm wearing my black shirt. My lad's wearing his black shirt as well, and Sian's
I don't have a black shirt.
Doesn't have the black shirt, but never mind. My great uncle was actually one of the men who died in the Gresford mining disaster, Alex Palmer, and he was actually one, without making it too morbid, he was one of
the lucky ones.
One of 8, one of 8 men who was actually able to be buried because his body was recovered, and obviously the others weren't. So yeah, it's a special day. Minute silence, and I've got to say, without being disrespectful, I think a minute silence before a game definitely does something for the atmosphere. At the start of a game, it just sort of, it's very respectful. We have that minute, and then everything just sort of erupts.
I think it's because it makes you think how lucky you are. Do you know what I mean? You know how lucky you are to be where you are, and I think that's why it erupts after the minute silence.
Yeah, definitely. So I think the big debate today is going to be who we're going to play up front. I suppose. Is Mullin going to get the start that I think he probably needs? Are we going to stick with Jack and Ollie? Are we going to go Paul and Ollie? A lot of people are calling for Jack and Paul to start together.
Yeah, I don't know how, like we've discussed this before. I'm not sure that'd work. But I think obviously Jack's just won goal of the month.
Nearly said season then, didn't you?
I'd said that this morning, yeah, goal of the month. So I kind of think, do you think because of that, do you reckon Parky will play him to show how appreciative he is of him? I don't know. It's a tough one because obviously, Mullin came on the game, he came on during the Birmingham game. I don't think he did, he wasn't bad, but I don't think he did as much as we'd expect from him.
Yeah, but I don't think you can really call too much about Monday night. I don't think, you can really judge him on that. There was no service into the front two. So, yeah, I think that's quite a difficult one to sort of make any sort of judgment on. Catalyst Gaming, try not to throw coins and drinks down at them.
Like the Birmingham fans did to our fans on Monday.
Yeah, I know. So that was an unfortunate thing. Look, most of the Birmingham fans that we spoke to were great, absolutely great, and they were really complimentary about us. I think at any football club, you're always going to get some people that perhaps are a little bit
take it a bit too far.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah, there we go.
Dragons Teeth, going to be a tough game today. Let's hope for some bounce back ability. I can't even say that.
Bounce back ability, definitely a football term. Bounce back ability. Yeah, we're really hoping for that one. That'd be really nice. I think for me, I think you need to put out a bit of a statement win, because.
Which is why I've gone for 4-1.
Okay, yeah, I can see why you've gone for 4-1. Yeah, I appreciate that. I've gone for 3-0, basically because
the average score is 3-0 at the moment.
We just seem to be winning 3-0 at home all the time. So yeah, that's what I've gone for. Let us know where you're going to be watching the game from as well. Really interested to see where you're watching the game from, and let us know in the comments whether you think Jack's going to start or not. I'll be quite interested with that one. Marie, have a great time today. Thank you very much, Marie.
We always do.
We always do. I'm sure we will. Two Beards, hello. Hey, lovely humans. Hope all is well. 5-0 Wrexham. I don't know, that might be pushing it a little bit.
Hey, you never know.
You don't.
Like I said, after Monday, I feel like the lads are going to be coming on that pitch with something to prove. Something to prove for the fans. So you never know. 5-0 could be.
Yeah, it could
be a drop in the ocean.
It could be. I think back to last season, and I think we talked about this on the podcast on Sunday just gone. Sorry, that last season back in League Two when we played Crawley, for me, it was probably one of the best performances of the season. That was going to be a really tough game, I think, that one. And you know, the fact that we beat them. Oh, that's why you went for 4-1, because we beat them 4-1 last season, yes. Didn't you?
Well remembered.
Yeah, thank you. So I definitely thought. I think that game was down as being a tighter game than maybe it was. So yeah, it's going to be tough. I think a lot of people are expecting a little bit of a walk in the park today. They're not going to make it easy. They've had some okay results. They're sitting mid-ish table. So Dragon Teeth's gone for 3-1 Wrexham.
Nah, 4-1.
Nah, 3-0.
Nah, 4-1.
Yeah. I'm quite interested to see, because obviously Ollie Rathbone has started the last 2 games in the middle of midfield. We obviously now know that Andy's fit. Because he came on as a sub against Birmingham the other night. So it'd be interesting to see who we're going to start with. I do get a sneaking suspicion that Ollie's going to keep his place, and we're going to see the same midfield that we've had for the last couple of games now. I can't see many changes. I think the only change is potentially going to be is potentially going to be up front. But having said that, Monday might have taken a lot out of some people. Richard Cushing has just said up the Villa. Is that because I was talking about Birmingham there?
Yeah, up
Richard,
the Villa.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, Blair, watching from Indiana. Feel like Paul starts just because last game was such a downer. Feel like he brings more crowd energy, and that lifts the whole team.
Who's that, Mullen?
Yeah, I get what you mean. I think he's more, if you're looking at Mullen and Jack sort of side by side, not how they've performed this season, but I definitely think there's a bit more of a connection and an affinity between Paul and the fans, as opposed to maybe with Jack and the fans. And that's just because of when Paul started with us and what he's actually done for the club. I think there's definitely more. So yeah, I do understand that comment. Ben, I think Jack has got one more start in him. He deserves it. No one played well really last game. I think they get a game against a non-super team to see if that game was just an anomaly.
I think it definitely was.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw no changes at all. But Sian's going to check the team now, because it should just be about to come out, so she'll keep an eye on that. I think it has been announced.
Yes, it has. Sorry.
Here we go.
Yes, Mullen's in.
Yeah, so Mullen's in, and not like I said. Oh, Two Beards have just said team announced. Palmer, Mullen up front.
George Dobson, Andy Cannon.
Okay, so Rathbone's been changed as well. So Andy's come back in.
It's everywhere. All the others are the same.
All the others are the same.
Yeah.
There we go. Will Iambo, 2-2 draw. Oof. Harsh.
4-1.
4-1. Marie, Mullen and Palmer. Two Beards, Andy Cannon starts as well. I'm glad Andy's back. I like Andy.
Yeah, we like him.
I think longer term, I think we're going to see a lot more of Ollie Rathbone, if I'm perfectly honest.
I should hope so.
Well, yeah, in place of Andy's what I mean. I don't know, unless they're just going to have a bit of a wheel of rotation. We'll have to wait and see. I think it will settle down though, and you're going to see players sort of playing week in, week out. Ben Parker, optimist in me is with Ryan, says 3-0 to us. Pessimists say we win 2-1. Notwithstanding what Two Beards say, I changed my mind. Now Mulls is starting. Dragon's Teeth, I don't think Mulls can cope with being a bench player. I bet Mulls will get a start, which he has. Tough on Jack, but that's football. Hopefully Ravon start, at least get more game time. Enjoy the game, thank you. Yeah, I want to see more of Ravon, but it's really hard, isn't it? Because, you know, he's playing we've signed him predominantly as a left wing back, and our captain plays left wing back, so what you really do there? I know he can play on the right, but I know he's completely comfortable on the left, more so than he is on the right. So I don't know. You know, he might interchange him with Barney, but how do you take Barney out of the team? You can't really, can you? It's impossible to do that. So, yeah.
A lot of people were criticising the team for Monday's performance. Like, they were like, nobody did anything, but you know, it was against Birmingham City, a team that's just come down from the Championship. So I do think we need to cut them some slack.
Yeah, a little bit. Drew, rough on Jack. He's been phenomenal. He has. You know, and now we know, I think, that he's got goals in him.
Yeah.
You know, because I think everyone was questioning him a little bit whether, you know, how many goals he had in him. So, yeah, it's nice to see that. Two Beards said, I feel Marriott and Mullin should have started.
Nah.
Marriott deserves his spot. Yeah, it's not for me, Chris, Adrian. I'm assuming it's Chris. Not for me. I wouldn't start them two together. I just don't think the chemistry is completely right there. I think you need someone like a Stephen Fletcher or a Palmer playing off Mullin or Jack. Sorry, forgot his name now. Richard, have a good day. Hope you win, but you never know. Bloody hell, Richard. Thanks.
Wrexham fan?
No, I think he's the one who said up the Villa.
Right.
So Drew, 100% should have started with Mullin. Nugget said thoughts on FC25. Interesting. I did actually buy it yesterday. I haven't really checked all the ratings and everything out on the Wrexham players as yet, but I think that's definitely something that we're going to have to do and have a look through all them. But I absolutely stink at the game at the moment, so we're going to have to I'll have to get better. P7750 going for the usual score of 3-0. Come on, you Reds. Yes. Matching my score there. Absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to spin it round for everyone. So we're just coming up to the turf now. Almost at the ground. It's a long old walk, you know. But we're here. There we are. There we are. Exciting. Excitement starts to kick in now we get here. Dragon's Teeth, Parky loves the big man and little man up front. Doubt he will depart from that. I completely agree. I can't see that happening. I'm sure doing a BBQ Parky puts the sausages into 3-5-2. Yeah, maybe. Right, guys, we're here. Thank you very much for joining us for pre-game. As we said before, we're not doing half times anymore. So please join us immediately after the full-time whistle, and you can watch us walking all the way back from the ground back to the car. So yeah, hope you all enjoy the game wherever you're watching it in the world. Here we are. It's time. The time has arrived
for a beer.
For a beer, and we're going to head in. So as I said, Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you full time. See you later.
Bye.